Cancer, welcome back to New Vision Tarot. I'm Nadi. I couldn't get enough of you. So I needed to come back to you, my dear beautiful crabs. Here's the thing. So last night I was very bothered by that video. The last video that I uploaded for you, my dear Cancers, my beautiful crabs. And I'll tell you why. At first I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, why am I not satisfied with the video that I made for Cancer? I mean, I was like, well, I mean, it was a little bit on the darker side, but it was nothing that, you know, I actually prefer those type of videos because, you know, I mean, as much as I want to tell everybody, you know, good news and make the reading about rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, the truth is that that's not life. And if your life was all about rainbows, butterflies, and unicorns, you wouldn't be watching a tarot reading. So, I mean, I was pretty satisfied with the message in the reading, but there was something about it that was bothering me, and I finally was able to put my finger on it, that it was not that the reading itself bothered me. It was that it was supposed to be a relationship spread for September 2019, and it wasn't very relationship-y. You know, it felt more like a personal reading. And it was a very specific message for a very specific Cancer. Possibly even just one, two, maybe no more than a handful of Cancers could have possibly resonate with that video. Because it was very, very specific. It was a very specific message. It was a very strong and complex reading, but it wasn't very general, you know. And I read mostly for the collective. You know, for the collective Cancer. So I wanted to make it as general and as relationship-y as possible, because that's what, you know, we're doing. You know, and that felt very much like a personal reading for someone. So I was debating last night on whether I should, I almost deleted it. I almost took it down. And then my intuition was like, no, don't take it down. There's somebody out there that needed to watch that video and needed to hear that message. So I'm just going to do a bonus for you. Yay! That way everybody wins, right? So I'm just going to do another video for the collective, the Cancer collective, you know, like my viewers that are of the sign, that are of the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And make it more relationship-y oriented, because that one was for a specific, it was a very specific reading, I felt. So so I decided, you know, either way, I owed you guys a bonus reading for July. July was when I started my channel, and I started doing bonuses, you know, last month, August. You know, I did a bonus for Leo. I'm going to do a bonus for Virgo, for Virgo's birthday. So I owed you a birthday bonus anyways. So here we go. I'm going to do another reading for you, Cancer, for the month of September. I still encourage you guys to go ahead and watch the previous video that I did. It was a very beautiful, especially the pre-shuffle message that I got. I really loved it. It was very beautiful. And it was just in a nutshell, in a crab shell. Get it? Bad joke. Anyway, in a crab shell, it was just saying that listen to your intuition, Cancer, because you're very intuitive. And there is a creative project or a creative hobby, a creative skill that you're very good at and that you should pursue. Okay? And unlock your limitless potential. Okay? Okay. So, quick disclaimer, those of you guys that have been following my videos are probably aware that I have a bit of a potty mouth. So there are going to be some shits and fucks in this video, probably. I mean, I will try to keep my foul language to a minimum, but they're gonna come. It's gonna happen. It's how I express myself, and I say them with the utmost love. So if you're able to see them past them, I have many, many messages from the divine for you, my dear crabs. Okay? Good. Those of you that have booked private readings with me, thank you so much. You guys, I love connecting with you guys in a private reading. If I am due to do a follow-up please remind me, send me an email, because I kind of tend to forget the follow-ups. Sorry about that. But just if we're due for a follow-up, just remind me, okay? And if you're waiting for one, just hang tight. I'm working on them. I'm a single mom. I have another job, and I do this also. So I try my best to keep up, and I always usually have them done within 72 hours. I always say that in the emails, but just in case, I'm reminding you, okay? But they're coming. Let's see, last but not least, the giveaway. The giveaway is in a couple days on the 30th. If you guys want to be entered into the monthly giveaway, where I'm going to be raffling this beautiful goldstone pendulum. Look, it looks like it has glitter. I love gold. Just leave a comment down below. You're automatically entered. Okay, good luck. All right, Cancer, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and dive into your spread. Yes, let's do this. I'm going to do it the old school way. I'm going to use the which is the deck for you, Cancer, because it's very beautiful, and it has the triple moon goddess symbol on it, and the moon is your symbol, Cancer, so I think it's fitting. And then for your partner or your crush or your husband or your ex, whatever, I'm going to be using your traditional Rider-Waite deck. Capiche? Capiche. Good. All right, universe. Give me clarity, give me wisdom, give me knowledge, so I may deliver messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, so that Cancer can hear the messages they need to hear for their highest good and the highest good of everyone involved. Gods and goddesses, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, totem animals. I cannot do this without you. I truly appreciate you, my dear guides. And so it is. Abracadabra, Page of Pentacles. Wanted to show itself. It's a new beginning. Tangible beginning. All right, Cancer. Let's do 2 more shuffles for you. And we'll go ahead and cut the deck. Yes? All right. But yes, Cancer, I was really bothered. Yeah, I was really bothered by the spread that we did that I did for you guys yesterday. And I was like, when I was going to sleep, I was like, why am I so bothered by it? And I realized, I was like, yeah, it was, first of all, it's just too specific. There's like, not many Cancers are going to be able to resonate with that video. Maybe I'm wrong, but it felt like it sounded more like a personal reading than it did, a general reading for the general sign. I also encourage you guys that if your sun sign reading doesn't happen to resonate, always check in also with your moon sign, your rising sign, or your Venus sign, especially your rising and Venus. I mean, your moon is just as important too, but I find that I resonate a lot with my rising sign, for example, which is Libra. I resonate a lot with my rising sign. Your Venus sign is also very important because Venus is the planet of love, and all matters of love, like all matters of love are going to be falling under your Venus sign. So, for example, if you're watching tarot readings for relationship information for love, checking in with your Venus sign really might offer you a lot of insight. A lot of people resonate with their moon sign. The moon sign is equally important as your sun sign, and I'll tell you why. The sun sign is how you are outwardly, right? That's how you are in the world, to the world, right? That's how you are at your core. But the moon sign is how you are on the inside. It's like the hidden part of you, right? One is like the yin and the other is like the yang, right? So like the sun sign is like your like doer energy. The moon sign is what you have hidden. It's like what's behind the veil. So a lot of people might resonate a lot with their moon sign too. If you don't know what your moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign, or any of those, you can always go to Cafe Astrology and look those up. All right, let's cut your decks, guys.
I'm not going for speed. I might have to walk up a hill or something.
Sorry, my sister and her husband are here. We're supposed to go out to lunch, so if you hear people talking in the background, it's them. All right. cutting the deck. All right, Cancer. Let's see. First cards, energy between you and your person, okay? Or the current energy between you. Here, let me make sure that you guys can see the cards. General energy between you and your person, okay? How do you guys view each other? Okay, and how do you guys view each other? And how do you guys truly feel on the inside towards each other? And then we're going to do a mutual energy for the two and what's crossing it. Okay. Golden. All right. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How current energy between you and your person. You have the Moon card. So the energy you have towards your person is very secretive, very quiet, very mysterious. This is your major arcana, Cancer. So you are kind of in your element right now towards your person. Major arcana for Cancer could be Pisces as well. Could be dealing with another Cancer or another Pisces. I think this is just you in your element. You're kind of like almost showing them the way towards you, right? You know, like through the darkness, through the fog. Like you're like, the light is over here. But you're being very mysterious and you're being very quiet, very withdrawn. Kind of even secretive. Some of you guys might be keeping some secrets from your partner. But it's almost like you hold this key, right, to their heart, and you're kind of keeping it very, very, very quiet and very secretive. It's almost like you have to like come here and unlock these secrets. Very, very mysterious and very beautiful. Look how beautiful this lady is, this woman here, and this, whether you're a male or a female Cancer. Some of you guys might be blonde. I don't know, but very beautiful. Very beautiful, very mysterious, and very alluring. She looks very alluring to me. Like she knows something. You might also have a little bit of a tug and pull towards your person. Anytime I see the sun, the moon card, the moon has a very, you know, like it has like that gravitational pull, the tug, the push and pull. So the relationship between you and your partner might be one of coming in and out a lot. I always feel that when I see the moon card. All right, but that's your major arcana. You're in your element. Let's see what energy your person is towards you. They're in their head about you, Cancer. Dang. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is they're confused, babes. They do not know where they stand with you. They are in their head. They are trapped in their mind. Blindfolded and confused. They don't know. I think they don't know where they stand with you. Perhaps because you're being kind of secretive and kind of mysterious. I think there's an air of mystery about you, Cancer, that drives them nuts and confuses the hell out of them. And but they do have emotion. You see how they're anytime I see water, they have emotion, but they're also like, swords allude a lot to the mental space, and they're in a mental fog. They're in a lot of confusion, and sometimes self-imposed imprisonment of the mind, because they're probably, and this could also allude a lot to paranoia. They might be making up things in their head because they don't know what to make of you. I think you confuse them. The air of mystery to you confuses them, and they are in their head about you. Yes, they are. Let's clarify. Why is Cancer's person the Eight of Swords? Why are they in the Eight of Swords energy towards Cancer? Cancer's person, universe. Oh, see? Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, because there was a rejected offer. Maybe you guys are not speaking at the moment. whenever I see the two, these are soulmates. Okay, anytime I see a card that's in the reverse, and I say it in every video. Sorry to make it hidden. I say it in every video. That means that at some point there was potential for love here. At some point they saw you as, you know, like their soulmate. They're the one. They think of you as the one. And at somewhere down the line, that energy's dissipated. Maybe there was a rejection. Maybe there was too many secrets, and the love started to fade. But they do feel a disconnect towards you, and that's why they are confused. They are confused as hell. Perhaps they rejected you, and now they're regretting it, and they feel trapped about it. Either way, when I see the Two of Cups, whether it's in the upright or in reverse, there's love. There's a lot of love. This is a soulmate connection, and they are aware of the soulmate connection, but there is a current disconnect. There was a rejected offer. Possibly they rejected you, and now they can't fucking get over it. Now they're in their head. They're regretting it. And that's the energy that they're in. Let's clarify yours. Why is Cancer? And that's probably why you're being secretive, Cancer. Or not secretive, but withdrawn. But withdrawn, you're probably not even talking to your person. Or you're just keeping it to a very minimum. You're being very mysterious. You're not giving them the attention that they want. But you do hold the light. And they know. Because they are in the dark right now. See how they're wearing that blindfold? Why is Cancer the moon card towards their person? Clarify the moon. Interesting. I like it. Seven of Cups. See, now you have options. And maybe this person is now seeing that you have some options. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You might be dealing with another Cancer, Pisces, another water sign as yourself, possibly an air sign. I think your person has noticed that you might have other options, Cancer. Let's see so you can see the cards. So you might have other options, and you might be like very secretive about it. You might not even be giving them any attention. You might be entertaining other possibilities. You discovered your worth. And you might be, you're like, keep your little cup, man. Keep your little cup. I got other 7 of them being offered to me. I can have any of these other cups that I want. And, because look at her. She looks proud, right? She looks like, what? I know my way home. I got these wolves back there with me to show me my way. I don't need you. If anything, you need me. I got a torch. You're blindfolded. You're blindfolded. I'm good. Okay. Yeah, you're probably right now, because of this Two of Cups. I mean, I'm all joking aside. You're all joking aside. I mean, I'm not joking, but I am. You know, I'm just making this funny, but this is really how it is. You're like, I don't need you, dude. I feel like you have spirit guides that guide you. Maybe three either guardian angels or ancestors that guide you, Cancer. Very beautiful. But yeah, like you have all these, I think you realize that once this person, either when this person rejected you or turned an offer down or simply denied, I feel like they might have denied the connection because they don't understand it. They're kind of confused, and it left you feeling like kind of like withdrawn. Like you're like, okay, you want to deny this connection? That's fine. I got all these other options, and you're entertaining other options. You're like realizing that there's other, that you can have a butterfly, or you can have this seductive snake, or you can have this beautiful little kitty cat. How cute. I never noticed there's this rainbow here. This is pot of gold. You have all these other random shits that you can pick. This is not the only option. That's little cup. You have 7 other ones. Because you're manifesting. I feel like you're manifesting the life of your dreams, Cancer. And this came out in the other reading that I did for you, that you guys right now are in manifestation mode. You guys are in shamanic mode. Like you have all the tools at the moment to manifest the life of your dreams. And this wizard here, he knows how to manifest things that he wants. Okay? And you are. You're manifesting all these doors in your life to open for you because you don't want to wait around. You don't want to stand here and wait for this person to find their way back to you because they look like they're forcing themselves to stay trapped. They're forcing themselves to stay trapped in this, and they're not trapped. This is, look, these rags are that they're binding them. They're loose. They can undo those rags real quick. They look old and like they could kind of like disintegrate, right? If you kind of pull on them a little, like they could easily take off those blindfolds. They're not even gated in by those swords. Like you can easily take that blindfold off and just walk the fuck off. And they're not. They're just confused. They're in the dark. So those are the energies that you guys are in at the moment. Okay. How do you view your person? You miss them. You miss them. This is definitely a soulmate connection. There's an air of familiarity this person has for you. Some of you guys might have known this person since your childhood. You might be childhood friends. For others of you, this person speaks to your inner child. Okay, anytime I see the Six of Cups, it makes me think of like inner children. You're like, you know, somebody that you connect through your sacral chakra, and that kind of like you guys kind of like heal your inner child, your inner children together. Look how cute they are. They're like setting together these like little lily pads of love, you know, kind of setting up a foundation for the future. And you're viewing them as that. You're viewing them as your home. There's like this air of familiarity that this person gives you. And he makes you feel, and he or she make you feel young again. Like there's an air of innocence to this connection. There's an air of innocence in it. And a lot of love. This is also a past life connection card. So because I see this card and I see the twin flames, this is definitely a soulmate connection, a past life connection, and you're well aware of it because you're seeing them as your past life. You're seeing them as your home. Yes. For a group of you, you might have children with this person, maybe 2, but not necessarily. For others of you, they just speak to your inner child. Like you feel like you guys have like that purity. This connection has that purity and familiarity of when you're a child. They feel like home to you. All right, how do they view you? They view you as the Two of Pentacles. Yes, see? They think that you have options. Maybe you've been posting online pictures with a group of friends, and they are making assumptions that you have somebody else. Maybe you even do. But they're seeing you as you're juggling 2 people. They might think that you were juggling them and somebody else. Perhaps that's why they might have withdrawn from you. Or they might just don't want to, maybe they just don't want to compete, but they're viewing you as a juggler. However, with that said, they are also aware that this is a past life union. See that there's this infinity symbol. They see that there's been like that this is something that you guys have done over and over and over. This might be very cyclical. I feel like you remember what I was telling you about this relationship being like a tug and pull. So like you guys might leave each other and come back to each other quite a bit. I feel that strongly. For a group of you, yes, that's how it is. And that's why I feel like you guys do like a motion of come and go. See how this guy's kind of like juggling like the pentacles, like up and down, going like in that infinity motion. Like the way that look at the way that the choppy waters are in the back, and that boat is going up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's like so that's the type of connection that you guys have, and they're seeing that you might be the one that pulls and tugs at them a little bit. That might not be true. You might not do it like that, but that's what they're feeling from you. And yeah, they might for another group of you, I think they might think that you might be having a hard time managing your life, especially your finances. Like they might think that you struggle with that. Might not even be true, but that's how they're viewing you. So they might see that you're not very like financially, you're not very good with money. That might, like, again, that's just their perception of you, but we'll clarify. Okay, why does that Cancer's person see them as the Two of Pentacles? Twos also always allude to choices, to a choice, and I see 2-2. So they need to make a choice here. They might be projecting onto you the juggling. You got the Empress in the reverse. Yeah. They think that you don't want to grow with them. They view you as not wanting to grow with them, not wanting to offer them your love, not wanting to nurture this connection, not wanting to expand and grow and have an empire with them. They might, again, with the whole pentacle thing, with the whole like money thing, they might think you're having some money problems. The Empress in the upright is always an abundant and downright wealthy. She has her empire. She knows how to manifest wealth and abundance into her life. Look at all those like wheat and pomegranates and this represents a lot of abundance, right? Like there's like like rich soil, right? Like the world around her it has a lot of everything. So when she's in the reverse, they might not see you as very as not unable to manifest stability and beauty and wealth into their lives or into your own life. Again, that might not be true. That's just how they're viewing you at the moment, because they are in the dark. They're confused. They are in their head and they are making up ideas in their head. This card is about making up ideas in their own head. They're not clear. They're in the fog. And they're probably upset with you because of the disconnect. So they are trying to convince you themselves of like ideas about you that are probably not even true, because they're confused. But yeah, they're seeing you as not wanting to grow with them. They probably think you're with someone else because of the two. They might think you're a juggler. They might think you have two people. Okay? But they do think you're beautiful. The Empress, whether it's on the upright or on the upright or in the reverse, she's still gorgeous. They think you are gorgeous and sexy, but they think that you don't want to grow with them. They think that you don't have your money straight. They think that you do not want to have a family with them and just grow. Empress in reverse. This is Major Arcana for Libra. Some of you guys might have Libra in your chart or might be dealing with a Libra. Taurus. I also see Leo here. Might mean something to you. This is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. And this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Again, we're going to clarify your Six of Cups. Why is Cancer viewing their person as their Six of Cups? You missed them. This is a very nostalgic card. This is a card, I can tell that there's been a fallout here. Possibly you might have rejected them and now you miss them, Cancer. Or they rejected you and you miss them. You do. Even though you have all these options, I think that you want them. You want this person. Whoever this person is, that's who you want, because you miss them and you want to, this is a reconciliation card. You want to reconcile with them. Don't tell me that's not what I'm seeing, Cancer. That's what I'm seeing. You're holding on to them tight. You cannot let this person go. And I don't think they can let you go either. They're in their fucking head, dude. They cannot, they're trapped. They're stuck to you like glue. Let's see. Why is the Six of Cups here for Cancer? Why does Cancer view their person as the Six of Cups? Okay, we got one. I'm just going to take the bottom one. I mean the top one. Ten of Wands. Okay. Ten of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You're burdened. You're burdened by this connection. This connection weighs heavily in your heart. It might be because you have children with them. If I see that Ten of Wands, with the Six of Wands here, like you're burdened by this. You want to reconcile. Cancer, this falling out that you have with your person has weighed heavily in your heart, and not being able to reconcile with them or having this separation weighs you down. It weighs you down. And you might be, like I said, you might have children with them. You might be doing you might be taking care of the children on your own, and it's hard. It's hard for you to carry all that weight on your shoulders by yourself. That might be why they're seeing you as the Two of Pentacles, as being being able to juggle. Maybe they're just seeing that you're not being able to juggle life because it's hard. It's hard to do things on your own. I know, Cancers, some of you guys that are taking care of 2 kids on your own, I have one, and I go crazy with her sometimes, but she's the love of my life, but it's not easy. So that's just a group of you. For others of you, you're just burdened by this because you want to reconcile, and you guys are not, because this person is not clear in their head. But it is weighing you down. The good news about the 10 of Wands, though, is that it's making you strong. See how, like, you're carrying all that weight on your shoulders, right? And you're like pushing forward and pushing forward and pushing forward. And guess what? You are almost there to your abundance, to your castle, to being the queen, the empress, to flipping this energy over. You are just a couple miles away. And the more time you carry that heavy load, it's like you're doing like push-ups, right? Like you're getting strong. You're pushing forward. It's making you emotionally strong, Cancer. It's like doing soul exercises. It's making your soul be strong and grow. Yes. And see, like he already carries that with, like, you're probably like grown so strong that you're like carrying that like with one hand now. You're like, I got this. And 10s are always ending. So you are at the end of this cycle. You are at the very end of this burdensome cycle, about to make it to your castle, my loves. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. You're about to reconcile. I feel that strongly. And go into your Empress mode. Because remember, when I see a card that's in the reverse, it means that at some point you were Empress. At some point you were Empress status, and it started to dissipate, or at least they were viewing you like an Empress. And at some point it started to dissipate. When they became this. When this happened. When the offer was retracted. Or when you guys had that falling out. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing this here. I'm seeing what's going on here. All right, how do you feel about your person on the inside, my dear Cancer? You feel victorious. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is particularly Leo, but it doesn't have to be Leo. It could be anyone. It could be any of the fire signs. I think you're walking away. The way your person is seeing you is the Emperor. I'm sorry, the way your person feels on the inside is the Emperor. Damn, you guys are marrying each other. You could be dealing with an Aries. This is major arcana for Aries. I also see Capricorn or Taurus here. I see all the all the horn. You see the horn, the rams here. I see all the horn signs. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Aries. But this is particularly Aries major arcana. This is funny because I feel like you feel victorious, because I feel like you were the one that walked away. Because look, this is how this looks. You walked away victorious and proud from your person, and your guy or your woman, whatever, is sitting here on their throne like, I don't care, but they do, because look at how they're peeking. Like, look, I don't know if I can get it to focus, but their eyes are kinda peeking this way. Like, they're sitting here straight, like, oh, I don't care if you leave, I don't care if you walk away, but their eyes are still drawn this way as you are walking away this way. Can you guys tell? It's like this, like you're going this way, like, see ya, peace, wouldn't wanna be ya, keep your raggedy empire. And I'm gonna go, like, I'm gonna take my beautiful stallion and my golden, like, armor and go towards all these other cups that I have offered towards me. Whether that's what you want to really do or not, that's the impression you're giving them. And they're like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You can go. But look at how they're still looking back. Like, they're like this. They're like, they care. They fucking care. Now listen to this. Emperor, divine masculine energy. Empress, divine feminine energy. They see you as their divine counterpart. Even if it's in the reverse right now, they're looking at you as the Empress in the reverse because they're pissed at you. They're salty. They're salty as fuck that you walked away. Keep your raggedy empire. I don't need your empire. I'm good. I make my own empire, man. And that's why they see you as you don't want to grow with them. As you lost your empress status because the empress has walked away from the emperor. How dare you? Yes, that's what's going on. Look at how he's holding on to that scepter. He's holding on to the scepter. Look at it right here. He's holding on to it. You hurt your person's pride, Cancer. Ooh, this hurt their pride, boy. Yeah, they can't. They're not gonna show it. They're not gonna show it. They're gonna sit there in their throne like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't chase people. But they're looking. They're like, I like it. All right. Let's see. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor. Okay, we got one. Ah! The Seven of Cups. They're like, I have other options too. They're like, whatever, you can go over there and check out your options. I'm an emperor. I got all these other women or men that want to be with me. I also have an empire. I'm an emperor. All these other people want to be with me. But they're still looking towards the horse. Their eyes are still. They're not towards. Their gaze is not towards all these other cups, right? Their gaze is that way. The way that you are walking away. I don't know if I hope you guys can see it. It's hysterical. So I think you kind of gave them a taste of their own medicine. I'm feeling that strongly here, but they're still sitting proud. They will not tell you that they are feeling like this. This is the energy, this is the subconscious, okay? This is what is really going on in their subconscious. This is their conscious feelings, okay? They're like, I am an emperor. I have options. I don't care. This person she's not even an empress. You know, she doesn't even, like she's not even empress. She probably juggles. She doesn't know how to manage her life. And I say her, it could be, I could be referring to a he, okay? So just flip the genders. I'm just saying it like that because this is how it's coming out here with the images. But don't get caught up on the genders. It could be flipped. So like, but how they feel is that it's like so this is their conscious feelings on the inside, right? I see a lot of ego-based feelings, possibly very controlling Cancer. So be aware of that. Like I'm getting a lot of sexist energy, like not sexist, but like kind of like very stuck in like the old ways of thinking of like the, I am the man here, and like what I say goes, my way or the highway type of thing. Like, you're lucky to have me, not the other way around. Without me, you're gonna juggle and struggle financially. You're gonna lose your empress status. And this is what you did. Turn your fucking back on them. Trotted your victorious horse away and said, see ya. Look, I'm this hot ass bitch, with my beautiful golden hair. I got my guys back here. Possibly that could even be your children. And I got my options. Anyone would want to have it because You might be seeing me as the Empress in the reverse, but I'm a fucking Empress. I am divine feminine. And you better treat me like divine feminine. And they are salty. Look at that guy. That guy looks salty as fuck. Let's get a quick clarifier for your victorious feeling in the inside here. This is also a little bit of ego-based too, Cancer. I'm just going to say it out there. Both of you guys are kind of operating a little bit from the ego. There's a little bit of ego games here going on. Like a little bit of a pride thing going on. I think it's hysterical. But I do see some type of like a lot of pride in the way here. Okay. Let's see what's making you feel victorious. Clarify the 6 of Wands for Cancer. No way. Six of Swords. You walked away. Yes, you walked away. And look at this. The Emperor. Emperor. You guys are mirroring each other, Cancer. And look how this, okay. Look at how this Emperor is looking your way. Right? And you got your back towards them. This Emperor is peeking their eyesight towards this way, and you walked away in your horse and have their back completely turned towards them. I mean, I got like turned the other way, and you're just looking out after your children. That's I was feeling strongly for some of you. You did leave your partner, and you're alone with. And I see 2 kids again. See, I'm telling you, I can't make this up. I feel that strongly that you guys walked away. You guys picked your shit up. You guys grabbed your children and you said, I don't need you. You better treat me right. You better treat me like an empress, not empress in reverse. You better treat me like empress. And if you're treating me empress reverse and acting like you can go ahead and reject me and not give me the attention and treat me how I am, like treat me how I'm your equal. Give me what I'm worth. I'll get in my little fucking canoe. My fucking canoe. Take all my swords that are mine, that I earned, bring my children, and I'll start my own motherfucking empire. Yes! Turn your back on your person, and it made you feel victorious because you stood up for yourself, Cancer. Yes! Yes, I love it, Cancer. You stood up for yourself. And that's why you're like, I'm no empress. I'm an emperor too, motherfucker. Yeah! Forget being the empress. I'm an emperor. Also, you gave them a taste of their own medicine. And it made you feel victorious, Cancer. I can feel it. I can feel it in the energy. All right, all right. But yes, you guys, a lot of you guys walked away because they were treating you like this. They were making you feel like they were above you. Some of you guys here, I'm going to be honest with you, Cancer. I feel like your person might have a little bit of insecure complex. So they want to always be they always want to like I'm getting this energy of like, they're like one of those like one-upper types that always wants to one-up people. And they always want to like be right about everything and like make everybody feel like they're a little bit beneath them to like, to feed their own ego, because deep down they're probably a little insecure. And you got tired of that. That was a burdening you. That was a burden. You see them as causing you to be burdened. You see them as a burden, straight up. And you walked away. You said, I don't need this. And left them in the dark. You're being really mysterious and really withdrawn. You're probably not even talking to them. And it's driving them nuts. They're in their head about you, Cancer. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're sitting like wiggling on their like chair and shit. All right. What are the mutual energies between the two? This is what entangles the two of you. Okay? 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. You guys both love each other very much. You guys were both what each other wished for. You guys both see each other. Deep, deep, deep down, you see each other like this. He has his eyes towards her and she's facing him. But there's too much ego here, guys. Cancer, there is too much ego here. I think you know that, and I think that's why you walked away. You were tired of it. You felt like you were feeding a monster. I mean, the emperor is not always a bad thing, but you know, like the emperor could be a very good man, you know, always a husband, takes care of his people. He could be fair, but he's also very my way or the highway. And yes, they could sometimes be very egocentric, straight up. You know, it's a very, it's like this is like fire energy at its like core. You know, like that egocentricness of like the fire signs could sometimes have. That's what I see when I see the emperor. Very my way, the highway, very stubborn, very inflexible, and sometimes a little bit insensitive. They do love very deeply, and they do like to be married. Even though they have all these options, they're like, I don't want any of those options. I want my empress. I want my wife. Yeah, but you walked away. And yet, I think that I made you feel proud. I probably, because you know why, Cancer? Because I know how you guys are. You guys probably, it was very hard for you to make that choice, Cancer. Because for a Cancer to walk away from someone in a relationship, they must have put up with a lot. Because Cancers do not give up. Cancers stick. Cancers are very loyal. Cancers will stick around a relationship even if they don't like the person forever. Don't tell me I'm wrong. You know it's true, Cancer. And you stood up for yourself, Cancers. Good for you. Good for you. But you guys do want to come back to each other. I'm going to throw this out there, Cancer. For some of you guys, there might have been some drinking problems between the two of you. Both of you might have been drinking a little bit too much. And that might have caused some of this fighting. Yes. I'm seeing that's just for a small group of you, but I'm seeing that because this card also alludes to overindulgence. For some, drinking. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I have Aries twice. So there's definitely some of you guys dealing with an Aries. Libra, Cancer, you. Let's see what's crossing you guys' wish. But this is also a card of emotional fulfillment. You guys love each other. And you guys do feel emotionally fulfilled with each other. You guys are each other's wish. You guys are each other's divine masculine and divine feminine. But you guys are playing too many games. I feel like you guys are being a little bit, for an emperor and an empress, I feel like you guys are letting your prides get in the way. And forgetting about what's really important. Forgetting about what brought you guys together. Let's see, what is crossing your wish fulfillment? What's standing in the way of this wish fulfillment? Four of Cups. Four of Cups is an energy of, I was going to say, spiritual lack. Okay? This is a card of should've, could've, would've. This is a damn right a card of someone that's kind of entitled and feeling a little bratty because they couldn't get what they wanted. This is a person that has all these blessings, all these cups of blessings in front of them, and they're just sitting there pouting, like mad at God, right? Because God is not handing them this little cup of Cancer, you know, being handed to them with a little cloud, with them not having to fucking move their ass. Now remember, this is the mutual energy, so possibly you were also like this, Cancer. Straight up. Both of you guys were not showing gratitude for what you had. And you guys felt like that the grass was greener on the other side. Or like there was something, you guys both neglected to show gratitude for your blessings. Emperor and Empress, This is having abundance, guys. This is power couple. And both of you, we're not showing gratitude for the gift that the universe gave you. This is the universe giving you wish fulfillment. And both of you wanting more, not being appreciative of what you had. And now you're both kicking yourselves in the ass for it. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Don't tell me that's not what I'm seeing here, Cancer. This is what I'm seeing. And this is your mutual energy, so you feel this too. You also miss them. This is you guys sitting down feeling lonely. Feeling down, kind of like not knowing what to do. Wishing for that cup that you kind of possibly like spilled or rejected in the past, or that they spilled. I think this was a mutual thing, guys. I mean, possibly it was a little bit more your person and you decided to leave, but you also feel the emptiness. This is, but you know, you and your person that are both feeling like this and not knowing how to repair it. Not knowing how to repair it. Because you are also feeling, you miss some, Cancer. This is a card of nostalgia, reminiscing, of missing someone, of wanting to reconcile. And you feel burdened over it. Because you know that this is your soulmate. You know this is your divine masculine or your divine feminine. And vice versa. I flip it if it needs to be. Okay? And they do too. They are in their heads. They cannot sleep. They cannot eat. They cannot think straight. They are confused as fuck. Because this card, the Seven of Cups, could also allude to fogginess, confusion, being confused, daydreaming. This guy is daydreaming about things that are not even real. Confusing, being confused, daydreaming, possibly even fantasizing about things that are unrealistic. Paranoia. But this is, look at him. He looks like he's sitting there on his little throne, making up ideas about Cancer with all these other men, right, or women, like thinking, oh, like, why are they doing with this person, and what are they doing with this person, and what are they doing with this person? When most likely all you're doing is sitting down in your throne, just taking care of your kids, watching your kids. That's it. Well, this person thinks you're sitting here sleeping with all these other people. Really, what you're doing is just taking care of the kids. For some of you, yes, that's what's going on. That's what I'm really seeing here. And you might really do have all those options. But I don't think you're even like paying attention to it. Because deep down, you want your person. That's who you want. And you walked away, Cancer. Don't tell me this is not why you walked away to feel victory. You walked away to hold your ground and teach this person a lesson. Don't tell me that's not what I'm seeing. That's what's going on here. Yes, it is. But both of you guys miss each other. Both of you guys are like kicking yourselves in the ass for this. Or at least your person is, for sure. Because they are daydreaming about you. They might be drinking a little bit about to get, you know, to cope. For some of you, Cancers, you might be a little bit like very curvy and you know, like very va-va-voom. Because sometimes when what the Nine of Cups alludes to, you know, like being very abundant and very like, you might have like really nice boobies. But look how beautiful she is. Okay. All right. Well, let's take a little deeper look here and see what are your intentions. What is your person's intentions? What actions will they be taking? What actions will you be taking? And then we'll get a combined outcome. Yes? The most likely combined outcome. So interesting. I like it. It's making me laugh. I mean, I don't mean to laugh. Like, you guys we have to laugh at ourselves. We have to learn to laugh at ourselves, because otherwise we're going to get old, ugly, and bitter. Yep. This isn't even real. We're living here in this matrix. We're playing this game of life. We have to learn to laugh at ourselves, because it doesn't really matter in the end, right? All right, universe. Angels, tell me here, what are Cancer's intentions? What actions will she be taking towards her person? And what is the most likely outcome? Okay, we got one. What are her Actions. Most likely outcome. That's too many cards. Oh, only need one, please. Angels, please, what's the most likely outcome for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the Cancer's person? This reading is making me laugh, Cancer. I like it. It's really funny because I could totally see the whole scenario of your person being like salty because they didn't expect you to walk away. That's the problem, and you did. Let's see. The most likely outcome. Okay, got one. Let's look at your person. Cancer's person, universe. What are their intentions towards Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer. Cancer's person. The person within Cancer's energy. Most affecting Cancer's energy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's too many cards. The Sun didn't want to show itself though. If it comes back out, we'll know. What are Cancer's person's intentions towards Cancer? Got one. What are actions will they be taking towards Cancer? That's too many cards, universe, please. One only. What actions will they be taking towards Cancer in the month of September? Okay, we got one. Then we're going to do one here. What will be crossing? What's crossing the most likely outcome? I already saw what it was. What's going to be crossing the most likely outcome for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? The most likely outcome for them both. Okay. What intentions do you have towards your person, Cancer? Ooh, the World. What intentions do they have towards you? Seven of Wands. Yeah, they're salty. Okay, so they're going to be defensive towards you. I feel like they need to defend their pride and their status. You know, like what are people going to say if I, show that I care, and that kind of like immature a little bit even, defensive. That some of you, they might have blocked you to show, just because they probably didn't want to lose this fight. So they're like, I'm just gonna ghost them or block them to show them that I don't care, but they care. They're defensive as fuck. Their intentions are to be defensive towards you, possibly block you. They feel like they need to defend themselves for something, but you're not even coming at them. Your intentions are to conquer the world, to close a cycle in your life. I think you might have learned a hard lesson, Cancer. And I feel like, based on what I saw, I feel like you learned a very important life lesson, which was maybe you put in too much work, or maybe you nurtured this person way too much. I think you fed their ego too much, and kind of created a monster in a way. You know what I mean? Not an actual monster, but kinda. You know what I mean? Like when you feed a person too many compliments, and you let them always win, and let them feed their ego, you kind of create a little bit of a monster, and they get hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. So the moment you take that, you're like, well, what about me? I want you to also yeah, I'll give you, I'll make you feel like an emperor and a king, but I want you to also blow shit up my ass. I deserve that. I want you to nurture me too. I want you to give me attention. I want you to give me compliments. I also have needs, and I also want to be treated like the empress that I am, right? And I don't think they wanted to do that because they're like, oh no, they defensive, ego. So you withdrew. And I feel like that was a lesson that you needed to learn. A life lesson that you needed to learn. And not to give too much to someone unless they are giving it back. To meet them where they're at. And it made you close a cycle. For some of you guys, you might be at a distance. You might have even moved out or moved away. from your person. You could be dealing with one of the fixed signs, Aquarius, you know, like the world, like, what is it, universal knowledge, the ego, which is representative of Scorpio when they ascend. So on the ascended Scorpio, the ego, this is when they already died and rose as the phoenix. A lion. Look how beautiful this lion looks. This lion looks like he's wise, right? Look at his gaze. And usually this is Taurus, but he's depicted here as a reindeer, which is kind of interesting. But your intentions are to be wise, Cancer. You have learned life lessons and you want to apply that wisdom. You feel victorious. I feel like you feel like you've leveled up here. Yes. And your intentions are to conquer the world. Some of you guys might do some type of environmental work, or you might just start a new venture on your own. Like you wanna do, you know, tackle your own world. Now, this card sometimes to me alludes to the worldwide, like the internet, the worldwide net. And because I see the Seven of Wands here, it makes me think that possibly your person, you might want to reach out to them online, and your person is going to try to block you, ego-based, you know, to kind of prove a point, or make you like, you know, to like, kind of like, what is it, teach you a lesson for walking away. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. But I don't see that you're going to be bothered by it, because you have grown so wise, Cancer. This relationship has taught you a lot, because you're soulmates, and that's what soulmates do with each other. They teach each other lessons and make your soul grow, make you level up into the green man. You know, the green man is like the counterpart of Gaia. Okay, like, okay, let me explain what the green man is. If Gaia is a painter, right, the creator, the green man is her canvas. That's how I'm explaining the green man. Okay, so your intentions are to conquer the world and possibly reach out through the internet, but they're gonna be defensive. So be aware. Those are their intentions. You bruised their ego very much, I feel here, Cancer, with your victory, and good for you. They need to grow up. Okay. Anyways, let's see. What are your actions? What actions will you be taking towards your person? Eight of Wands. What did I tell you? You were going to communicate with them. And this also could allude to internet, you know, like worldwide net. So you probably are going to message them. And they're going to be defensive. But let's see. What actions? King of Cups. They're gonna be receptive. They're gonna be a little standoffish. Like, see how they're gonna be like turning, like with their backs turned a little bit towards you, standoffish, a little bit defensive, but they can't help themselves because they love you. The King of Cups is the most loving king. They're gonna come at you with the actions they're gonna take is they're gonna give you the love and affection that you want and you deserve, because you taught them something. You were like, I'm not tolerating your shit. I'll walk away fast as fuck if you keep up your my way or the highway tyrannical things. They're gonna come at you a little more humble. They're gonna step down from their like emperor, you know, mentality, and they're gonna come at you more gentle, more with more emotion, with more compassion, with more nurturing, with more affection. The King of Cups is very affectionate. They might not always say how they feel. They're very quiet. They tend to keep their feelings very hidden, but they show it. They're a shower. This is good. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again. We got the 4 fixed signs here. This is good, guys. This is a good turnaround. This is very nice. You both want this, Cancer. You and your person straight up loves you. This is the most loving king. It's on the upright. This is a king that understands emotions. This is an emotionally mature person. They might have been a little bit egocentric in the past. Maybe they this whole emperor, you know, status thing like got to their head a little bit. Maybe you were feeding into their ego a little too much and they needed to be checked. Check them a little. Humble them down a little bit to the King of Cups. I love it. They need to show you affection. They needed to show you some affection. And they needed to treat you like the empress that you are. Cancer. And I think they're going to. They're a little bit hurt. They're a little bit hurt and defensive. But because you're going to be reaching out to them, they're going to let their guard down. And they're going to receive you with love. They're going to be happy to hear from you. Cross watchers, don't tell me that's not what I'm seeing. You want to hear from them. You are going to be relieved, cross watcher, when Cancer reaches out to you. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Don't tell me I'm wrong. All right, what is the mutual outcome or the most likely outcome for the two of you? The shadow side. Wow. The shadow side. This is a twin flame union, guys. This relationship has made you guys face your shadow side. This separation, I feel like you guys right now are in this twin flame journey and are in the separation period. The separation period makes you guys confront your shadow. You guys probably mirror each other. You guys probably mirror each other's like you guys mirror back to each other the things you don't like about each other. But that's important. This is an important and deep soulmate connection, because in order for us to grow and in order for us to address and heal our shadow side, we need somebody to mirror that back to us. And and I was saying this again, I said it in the last, this came out in your other spread too. The mirror effect. It came out on the core, on the central theme, the mirroring effect. This is the same thing, the shadow side. Both of you guys are going to be confronting your shadows, and it's on the upright, so you will be succeeding. This is change. This is death. You're going to be changing. You're going to be growing. You're going to be putting death to the ego, to your ego self, to the pride, to the ego-based mentality, to nurture your relationship, because both of you guys want this. Because you leveled up, Cancer. You sure did. You leveled up. You found your worth. You faced your shadow. And by you leveling up, your person humbled down. And they needed to. Because I saw a lot of pride on their side. Crosswatcher, if this is the other way around, feel free to flip it. Do not come at me. But this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. So don't tell me I'm wrong. So one of you guys needed to level up to find their inner worth. And another one of you needed to humble down and be more affectionate and show more gratitude towards your partner. Equals. Equal give and take. And that's what makes a power couple. Oh yes, that's what makes the emperor and an empress. And then and then look, what is the most likely outcome? The mutual outcome, facing the shadow side. Clarifying, the Temperance. I love it. Temperance. This is divine intervention. This is when everyone in the relationship is being like acting based on ego, when everything is out of balance, when everything is kind of toxic, because when you're facing your shadow side, everything is pretty dark, guys, and there's a lot of toxic behavior and there's a lot of unacceptable behavior, straight up. Shadow side, because you're facing your demons. And for some of you, the King of Cups is known to drink, to like to have a drink or two. I think for a group of you, there's heavy drinking or maybe substance abuse involved that might have had an effect on your relationship. And I think it's on both sides. Because again, temperance sometimes alludes to tempering some type of substance abuse or some type of drinking. But that's for a small group of you. Divine intervention. Major Arcana for Sagittarius. This is Capricorn. This is the divine stepping in to fix all this mess. Because this is a mess right now. This is a mess. This is Archangel Michael stepping in to restore some balance in this relationship, because it's very out of balance. It's very out of balance. Okay? But whenever you see, this is a slow moving energy though. So this is going to take a little time. But they're balancing out your person and they are balancing you out. Helping you with your self-esteem, Cancer. Hold on, this is falling, you guys. Helping you out with your self-esteem, Cancer, and your self-worth. Helping you level up and helping your person humble down a little bit and show some more love. See how how Archangel Michael is holding these 2 cups of love. These are 2 soulmates. One of them had too much water. The other one was almost empty. And the divine steps in to perform perform alchemy to make the perfect potion, right? The perfect recipe for both of those cups to have the right amount of what is it, of waters of emotion on each cup. Balance. Because this is a divinely guided relationship. This to me is a twin flame relationship, guys. Easily. See how there's these 2 twin flowers here? Twin cups. Yep. Divinely guided. This is Sagittarius. I also see Aquarius in this card. But that's me. That's just me. I also see Aquarius. But this is a major arcana for Sagittarius. Some of you guys might be dealing with a Sagittarius. I had every sign in this reading. You guys do not get caught up on the signs. It could be anyone. I'm having trouble with the phone. Sorry about that. But I hope this reading resonates with you guys. If it did, give it a like, high five it, share, subscribe. I hope it helps. And it's looking good. Balance will be restored for you guys. So hopefully that by the end of September, it'll be good. But this is a divinely guided relationship, no doubt. All right, Cancer. This is what I got for you. I love you all very much. I'll see you all next time, and thanks for joining.